say thank you to each and every one of you guys. This is Bible study day. Excuse me. As above, so below, we're talking about mercury energy, and the frequency and vibration, which is the air element. Also, ether. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Yeager Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. The ATRs are the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you for joining our live. These lives are for melanated people, melanated black people, American people in general, but all melanated people. What's up there? My Shamari in her first, Sasha Fierce. Then I got my baby Scorpio in the house. That's my Scorpio. And then I got my Stormy. That's my Sag from Detroit, making them Benjamin. Y'all know I'm not against making that MONEY. Whether you doing it on a job or the corner, as long as you getting some paper. That's what I'm talking about. There go my Boaz. How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us on today. Bo brought his ass on in here. What's up, Demetrius Gemini in the house? What's up, Mama Susan? How you doing, Gemini? She ain't been talking to me all day. I guess I ain't gave enough. So, anyway, to those that have been following me, especially my tribe, I sent you guys pictures of my swelling. I had swelling in my face, and you know, I showed y'all because I told you those whips and stuff were happening so fast, and I was getting healed just as fast. So people that watching our live, they might even believe that I was that swollen. I was on live that yesterday, and my top lip was swollen. Then yesterday, my lower lip, I woke up early this morning, and my lower lip was swollen. You know what I said? Off topic. Now I know how a piece of tail feels when I swell it up. I got a visual now. I didn't have a visual before, but now I got a visual. It might not be so pretty. You understand? But to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for being with us and being a part of our platform. I want to congratulate all of those that have already signed up for our intermediate class. Thank you so much for being a part of that class. That's going to be a special group. Each time we do a class, especially my advanced classes or my classes regarding Egun sticks, those are going to be special classes. They're going to be receiving special information in those chats. So that will not be something for everybody. Only for those people that make sure that they are part of that. We only have a few spots left. So if that is something you want to get into, this is the intermediate when it comes to conjuring. I want to say, what's up, Savannah? What's up, my Virgo? Ha ha. I do real magic, and the reason I was showing my tribe and I was showing people that because a lot of people get into spiritual warfare, and they're whether it's something directly with another worker or it's one of your clients that you're cleansing or protecting, and then you have battle scars. And a lot of people would not get on social media and allow their battle scars to be seen. But I am a extraterrestrial. I'm a melanated man in these Americas, and my match is strong and true because the God that I serve is living. So when it comes to Divine Mother and Divine Father and my Eguns, they always show up and show out for me. So that's why I teach the way I teach. And my intermediate class is going to have a lot to do with summoning spirits and also dismissing spirits. I'm almost over this cold. I'm not coughing near as bad as I was yesterday. But I did my bath cleanser That was a really strong cleanser. But I had to do my bath cleanser because I got ceremony tomorrow, and I ain't want nothing getting in the way of my egoons, my spirits, my orishas. I don't want. I'm clearing the pathway. I did special work with Legba in the crossroads. I showed my tribe that. And these are the things, these are the type of ceremonies that if you were here, if you were initiated, I can really teach you how to utilize the impungos or the eguns. If you are a person that is initiated in various arts, I know real magic. And on this platform, I do not teach my personal belief. I teach universal laws because universal laws apply to each and every one of you. I know that individuals are not pleased to see how well I'm doing. I don't know how. Let me say this. Let me now. First of all, salutations to my madrino, to my padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajay. I also want to acknowledge my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Now, if you're gonna teach people real magic, you got to teach them how to give a lick and take a lick. They got to have proper protection. Don't leave. Why y'all leaving? Because now you got to send back a report. All is well for Apostle. He still look good. The vanity of a Sagittarius is hard. Anyway, so I've been trying to encourage those that you have diarrhea, then stick a dildo in your ass. What do you want me to say about it? I don't care. Anyway, when people are in warfare, people in conjure mysticism, and people are operating in the shadows, because they don't want to be seen in the public of attacking certain people, with namely me. It's a evil eye charm. It's not concentrated, but I'm always picking up certain trinkets. So, if you got any questions, we have super chat. Sir, ma'am, if you want me to acknowledge your question, I don't care how ridiculous it may be or how educated it may be. If you want to respond on this platform, and especially if you're non-melanated, oh, you got to pay. If you white and beige, you got to pay. You got to pay. Rich or poor. You can be homeless, but you got to pay. We got to get it recreation some kind of way. So, I'm definitely not working for white people for free. I ain't gonna work for nobody, to be honest with you, for free. But them in particular, I ain't got nothing to prove. So, to each and every one of you guys, we are going to be learning what I do when it comes to summoning spirits, summoning particular types of spirits. So I want to say this, and I don't want you to get offended. Because if you ain't against me, that means you for me. And so therefore what I'm about to say shouldn't bother you. If you're a water sign and you're working against me and fighting against me, I'm going to drown your ass. I'm going to drown you in your own element. I'm going to suffocate your fuck ass. I want to be clear. If you are a earth sign and you're working against me, I'm going to bury your ass alive, tormenting you with every ounce of dirt on you I'm going to show you what your element can do, but I'm going to put it to your ass. If you are a air sign, I'm going to fuck up your brains. You ain't going to know your head from your ass. You going to be like a chicken with their head cut off. You're going to be so displaced in your consciousness. I'm going to scatter your fucking brains all over this universe. So, if you are a fire sign, I'm going to burn your ass up with your own element. I am going to cook your guts. So, I'm not warning anybody. If you find yourself in a space with Chief Apostle Ely and you have determined that you want to be my opposition, by all means. But I'm not going to have any mercy. And I'm going to teach a class. When I suplex your ass, I'm going to teach a class of why don't fuck around with an extraterrestrial. Okay? A lot of y'all gonna love the fact that you are learning from me because I do real magic. I'm not like these spiritualists out here. I'm not gonna get a lawyer to come after your ass. I'm not gonna get my elay, my posse, my tribe. I don't do none of that shit. I got too many spirits that walk and move for me to be out there worried about what you doing on Facebook. I'm gonna fuck you up, right? Before I get some ass, I'm gonna carry out a ceremony. Before I go and pump some gas, I'm gonna carry out a ceremony. Before I change drawers, I'm gonna carry out a ceremony. I'm not worried about what you doing or not doing if you're not bothering me. So everybody gonna know in a little while who really fucking with me. Cause I ain't got my time. I got 2 big old cauldrons, incense burners, and I smoke the front part of my house with my reversal. Y'all know, cause one of the additives in my reversal incense is sulfur. So I burnt the reversal in the front part of my house, and then I burnt it in the back of my house, and then I burnt it in my bathroom area. I'm reversing all that shit. And then I burnt reversal in the church Sunday. I'm retired. I got so much time to wail on your ass. I got so much time to remember shit that I forgot to put on your ass. I got time. My sister urged me, and she told me, you retired. You need to enjoy life. So, and she will basically, because she's a Gemini, she'll basically tell me, leave it alone. I'm a Sagittarius, and I got Scorpio in my chart. I ain't leaving shit alone. But she my baby sister, and she just doing what a sister would do. So I'm gonna take some of her advice, but this is how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enjoy knocking the life out your ass. I'm still enjoying life, but I'm gonna enjoy knocking life out of your ass. And I'm going to utilize my tribe and my students and all the audience of the world to show them when I say don't go there with me, it's not an option. There are consequences to my protection. So I've been reversing that, and let me tell you, before you even get started, I don't care nothing about who you got in the other lands. Let's make that perfectly clear. Because when I get through with your ass, and I'm going to give you an example of what I'm going to do, because I'm a child of Oya. I'm going to do what hurricanes do. I'm going to get over your life. And I'm going to sit down. You know when a storm comes in and it sits. And depending on the radius of that storm, about the amount of damage. But the water that storm drops. And my winds. See, you have not felt the full power of the hurricane. Bitch, my name is Storm. I'm the weather witch. I'm the wrong person to be out here cackling about. Because I'm not words only. I'm action. So I'm going to teach my students when they're in their intermediate class what do I summon. Because everything I'm talking about here, I'm going to teach it in my class. I'm going to put it on your ass. And I'm going to make money off of utilizing you as a teacher. Because you're supposed to be a elder. So I'm going to disrobe your ass. Which leads me to the message. More than meets the eye. That's what we're going to talk about on today. This Bible study. A lot of y'all ain't Christians. A lot of y'all ain't believers in the ATRs. You just trying to learn magic. You trying to find your place in this world of country. It's all good. But I got experience from being a child up until the age of 52 practicing magic. It is not my fault that you have wasted your time and your money with novelists, amateurs, dust bunnies, Walmart and flea market conjurers. Because when you really got power, you administrate your power. But when you don't have power, then you got to do all the other bullshit. And when you going up against somebody else that got power, they don't have to leave their house, don't have to leave their church. And let me tell you something. In the words of Floyd Mayweather, I'm a skilled fighter. The fact that I'm already in the midst of your house, I'm gonna call it that. And this is the strongest your egg wounds can hit me. Oh, I feel the hits. But this is the strongest you, because you ain't met my real truths. This is the strongest your hit. This is the first round. And I already know you can't keep up the pace that's going to be necessary to wallow with me. And there's a term that we use in the black culture. And we say, I'm going to beat your ass to sleep. You going night-night, nigga. And then once I take you to Boots Hill, I'm going to teach another class of how to bury a bitch. I'm going to get paid regardless. If I got to take out my time to whoop and punish your ass, then I'm going to make it profitable for Apostle Samuel Jr. And I'm going to teach based on the ass whippings I'm handed out. So this is all you were able to muster with me in your protection. That's not good. You have to realize I'm exerting energy out here, cleansing people, removing spells off people, undoing sickness and health, and recovering myself from sickness. And I'm still strong enough. And fucking. Let me not forget that. I here laying some serious dick can send somebody into cardiac arrest. And got to be in Tampa tomorrow. And that's the best you got? And I'm 52 years old? And I'm new on the scene when it comes down to ultra? That ain't good. That not good, boo-boo. You in danger, girl. You're in danger. You got a virus in your system that's taking over. I'm going to shut your shit down. And I'm going to take great joy in it. Because you could have left me alone. Because I wasn't bothering you. I wasn't bothering nothing you got going on. With nothing that I'm doing over here on my platform, with my church, with people, it don't cost you nothing. It is not taking not an ounce of bread out your big ass jaws. I ain't fucking you. I ain't feeding you. I ain't financing you. So there should be no type of conflict between me and you whatsoever. I ain't fucking your son. I ain't fucking godchildren. I don't owe you shit. You don't owe me shit. We should not even have this going on. But since you want to keep on, because you got an ego problem. And I'm going to teach all these cancers that got so many. I'm going to show you how we break somebody's ego. Where they would never be themselves again. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. And before I ever became a doctor, they were calling me a doctor. Root doctor, but nonetheless, a doctor. And I was being called that at 18. I'm 52 years old. I'm going to do a favor for my tribe and the world that are going to be watching. I'm going to dog walk your ass. In the very tradition that you claim to be queen in. So, all of you that got your classes, congratulations. Those that are going have every intention of getting your class, it's not too late. We don't have a lot of spots available, but you can, sir and ma'am, get in those classes and go to the website and get into your class. So you make sure that not only you're in the class, but you're going to be a part of the thread. I'm going to be giving out certain information. And like I said, I'm going to be utilizing this segment of my life dealing with this asshole. Let me tell you something. With my size, I'm the last person you want to be fucking you in the ass. You don't want me to do it. It's gonna hurt. And the fact that the way you trying to do this, we're not gonna kiss, and I'm not using lube. You're gonna get dry fucked by me. And I'm gonna teach my tribe the difference between a wet fuck and a dry fuck. So keep playing out here in these spiritual streets, because you might run across a real McCoy. More than me side. And the reason why I want to talk about this, because a lot of times, depending on somebody else's profession or role that they're playing in people's lives. Okay. My baby Scorpio. Motherhood. I'll do your reading afterwards. So, So let me explain this. What I mean by more than meets the eye. I've been in church all my life, and I had to actually learn the word. And a lot of people are in church for a show. And let me tell you something. You're gonna wish you went to Bible study. When I get to utilizing the scripture on your ass, I'm gonna show you me and you are not in the same category. You have no business trying to make people believe that you had any destiny that was any remotely close to what God was gonna bloom me into. You should not even have been out here competing and comparing. And I'm gonna show you your mistake, because there's shit you did not calculate. Because it's more than meets the eye when it comes to me. See, I'm more than a chief apostle. I'm more than a bricklayer and a foundation setter. That is a role I play in the conference of the church. I am powerful in the role that I play as a chief apostle. I'm powerful in the role that I play as a prophet. I am powerful in the role that I play as a role as a pastor. El Shaddai, more than enough. Jehovah Rohi, the Lord is my shepherd. As a teacher, as a rabbi, I can break down revelations, insight of the word, understand the metaphors and how they connect, the astrology in the Bible. That's the nigga you want to come up against? I'm more than an evangelist. I have the ability of going out here in this whole world and manifest who I am in Christ as the enlightened one, and gather the souls that resonate with me. See, I'm not trying to gather what God got for you. That's what a good evangelist does. But I'm more than all of that. I'm more than just a father. I expand outside of fatherhood. But I play the role of a father. Whether it's God father, whether it's spiritual father, or goddamn biological father. Huh? And every time when I stick some wood in somebody, sometimes they call me daddy. But that's because I'm fucking. Not because I'm biologically. They that, but the dick so good they call me daddy. When you have the anointing, you just have the anointing. So I need you to understand something. The roles that I play in this platform as a Santero, I play this role because of my initiation. As a Tata and Kisi, I play a role because I'm way more than that role that I play in Paulo and Ocha. And that's where you fucking it up. Because in roles you have limits. Shandedi Osa. In roles you have limits. You have capacity. When you are a divine creature, when you are extraterrestrial, a part of your consciousness dwells in your physical body. That's why we call it avatar. Who I am and what I am sits outside of this physical body. What this body operates in and with is there's certain time a portion of what I am fills my body. When the Mfumbe that lives in my body through Paulo, the only time that spirit leaves my body is when I'm fucking. But I have a 24-hour spirit that stands behind me and guards me. while I'm fucking. So when one spirit shift, don't mean my spirit goes anywhere. It just ain't inside my body. You understand? No, you don't. But I'm gonna break it down to you. See what these priests and these other elders ain't telling you, but that some people that are born and birthed in these traditions have a limitation. This is why when I went to the cauldron where Mario got stretched, I could not get stretched because what I had was stronger than what was in that pot. That world that was in that pot was not strong enough. And I had to be born through Timlatira. Just like I was born through Obatala, the head, the creator of man. So you need to know what you're going through. And see, just because you dealing with Oshun, there are different aspects of Oshun, and there are different measures of Oshun. And you don't let a bunch of ridiculous ass people following you done boost your head up. Because I'm also a son of Oshun. And my path is on the path of a warrior. You see how this shit setting up? You outmatch even with your crown. Even with your crown on your head, you're already outmatched. Because I'm more than my crown. I was a healer before I ever got crowned. I was a deliverer before I ever got initiated. Before I ever got any blood sacrifice, I already had power. I was already able to move the courtroom. I was already able to move the cemetery. I already had people coming out of wheelchair. I already done accomplishment. I done already healed people with AIDS. I done healed people with cancer, sickness, and disease. Ain't nothing new. It's all about what God want to do. When you look at somebody, and I'm going to give you an example, because this is what I'm going to be teaching in my intermediate class. When Yahshua was on his way, and he ran into Mary and Martha, both of them had the same type of testimony. If you had been here, my brother would not have died. See, when you comprise the divine into what you perceive, basically what she was saying, you late. And if you had not stopped to help somebody on the way, you would have been in here time for my brother. But when you live outside of time, when you live outside the matrix, when your consciousness is outside of the spectrum, there's spectrums of light, but there's light that dwell outside of the spectrum where you can perceive. That's what you need to be learning. So your fuck ass won't be out here caught writing checks your ass can't cash. There's frequency that do not live on earth. There's spirits that don't come to earth, but they give their children the power on earth. See, you got fake ass tongues. I got real tongues. I have the real Isaiah 10:27. You got a gift and a talent. And no shade to your gift or talent. And you would not have no problems out of Apostle Eli if you were not fucking with me. We would have no beef. We would have no reason to have beef. But you don't like a black American man that he stands in his own right and own truth. Is it my fault that you went out there running your mouth and making statements that were not true, were not verified, you never discussed with me? I can't make you shame when we never had the conversation. That means you put the cart before the horse. That means you were counting biddies that had not been hatched. And that's shame on you, not shame on me. But because I'm not lining up to what you said, You want to try to affect my life and my destiny. Bullshit. Bullshit. Like that with little white boy on social media. Bullshit. Bullshit. Who else that keeps strengthening me? It sure ain't my Padrino. It's definitely not my over. They're doing what they can do in their capacity. But who I am is far greater than my office. And that's what you're going to learn. It's more than meets the eye here. The centurion was standing there when Yahshua gave up the ghost. That's when he realized who he was fucking with. When the earth go to shaking, when the elements go to moving, when somebody's speaking. That's why they said, what manner of man that this is that the winds obey, that the sea obey. You need to pay attention who the spirits are obeying. It don't matter if you like me or dislike me. When the spirits, when your ancestors hearken to my voice, and I ain't got to call them 17 times. You got to know I'm more than what meets the eye. When I know I'm dealing with some wise spiritual people, when I was sitting in front of the child of a ruler, and he was reading me, and he was throwing the Pele, and he threw the shell. He looked at my Padrino, my two godfathers. Who is this? Oh my God, no. Who is this? See, people understand that no matter how quiet I am, there's more than meets the eye when it comes to me. This is not a... No. He said, this young man, he said, y'all need to go and reinforce your Oya. And he said, he already coming in here with 3 powerful ancestors. And none of my ancestors are crowned. But they ain't none to be fucked with. See, you trying to label me and limit me because of my tradition. And you're not acknowledging the God and the divine that I serve. I'm trying to educate. Some people are living in the limitation of their titles, their functions, and their operations. But there's other of us that understand that though we play those roles, our consciousness, our evolution is far superior and beyond that. This is why y'all don't understand transcending time and space. When somebody talking to you about quantum jumping, this is why you don't understand that shit. That's why you don't understand past, present, and future running at the same time. Because you are in the matrix. You're drinking of the Kool-Aid. Your eyes are not open. Your ears are not open. You're not interested in being enlightened. You don't want your eyes open. But I sleep with my eyes open. When you are a real reader, you have to look deeper so you get a better understanding of the Arche, the Chi, and the Prana. See, people that really spiritual understand my classes are more than just a class. People that receive my service and receive products from me, it's more than just a product. They start understanding. And what Kanisha gonna understand, there's a process I got to make sure she serious about that. But I can speak the word only. I don't have to go through an ebo to get something done. Eba Sandediosa. There's some lawyers that don't have to go through what you got to go through as a lawyer. There's some judges that don't have to go through what you have to go through as a judge. That's why I told y'all to watch Karate Kid. See, when you are more than meets the eye, somebody can tell you, you know what, you passed it, you take this test, I'll let you go. The airbender. The airbender. And he told the little boy, he said, all you got to do is take a simple test and then I'll let you go. He took the test, the young boy passed the test. All the elements responded to him. He said, why don't you let me go? He said, nobody ever passed the test. I can't let you go. Everybody. See, this is more than just preaching. This is more than just teaching. This is more than just inspiring somebody. Before I ever light a candle, my spirit done moved. Before I ever light the incense, before I ever take a physical action, the mere thought, the idea, the energy and frequency and transmitter already going off. My consciousness already manifested. I'm waiting for you to catch up to the reality I created for you. How about that? The candle is being lit to light your way because the reality of your change has already been manifested. I've already prepared a place. You don't know who you're fooling with, but I'm going to help you. Just like I prepare a place, a paradise for the people that serve and help me and support me, I also prepare a reality and a place for the fuck and torment a bitch. While you out there dropping your stuff down trying to ensnare me, you don't realize I've turned the whole atmosphere. I became the back scene of what you're doing. The backdrop. Do you remember in Matrix, Mr. Smith could become anybody in that Matrix? When you're connected with all things, you can become all things. And all things can speak to your consciousness. Do a rear read on me. Watch every trial that I've been through. Who do you know comes in and out of trials the way I do and smelling like a rose? Who goes through that type of spiritual attack and look like this? I sent my tribe the picture. I was swole today. I ain't swole now. I used to be anemic. I'm not anemic now. I'm breaking cycles and generational curses in my own bloodline. How can I not teach you? But you too goddamn cheap. Everybody else got a turban on. Everybody got some dog chains around their neck. Y'all black ass people, you deserve the deception you get. Because all somebody got to do is put on paraphernalia. They ain't showed you shit. Me and Pedrino ain't gonna never get into it because I don't even have the expectation for him to do what I need to get done. What I need to get done is outside of his scope. I need him to make sure I get certain orishas and certain cauldrons. I'm gonna take all that shit to the extraterrestrial level. That's why I'm trying to tell you, weaponizing your light. You have no idea. You can't put me in a jar, bitch. I vibrate higher than glass. You ain't studied science? There's an optic that will shatter glass. I have way too much power for you to do a jar spell on me. But it's okay. I'm going to use all that as a lesson. And I'm going to show them every spell of protection you got you through. I'm going to break that shit down. I'm going to be like garlic on that shit. Oh will. I'm in the process of cleansing one of my clients. In the process of recovering from my own sickness. Still running a ministry. Still running a church. Running a business. Still got time to talk to my sisters and my siblings. Still got time to knock a bitch back out. How you gonna compete with me? I'm snatching spines left and right. Your daddy can't even stand up no more. I got that goddamn spine. I'm 52 years old. Really? Okay. They can't teach what they don't know. And never forget that. Go where you're comfortable at learning. Because this, what I'm teaching, is revelation. Insight. And it's got to be illuminated by the divine. You don't understand the circles in Palo. You don't understand the arrows. You don't understand the design of baby and voodoo. Sigils, lines. That's geometry. Angles is algebra. Which angles is an angel. So if you understood the angle of light, you will understand the angels. Why there's 72. Set what? Chicken for ask. The 72 names of God. And each one of those names has a divine energy. Each Sephiroth has a frequency and vibration. You don't know how to go in and out those veins. You don't know how to walk through the meridian of the earth, and you most certainly don't know how to walk through the meridian of the universe. This is not the only solar system that I exist in. You can't take my life because my life is not in this earth. I'm already dead to this word. That's why you're a stupid ass bitch. You let people boost your head up and some dirty ass, EBT ass clients. Oh, dirty foot ass clients got you feeling like you got it going on. Bitch, you wear plastic. You don't wear linen. You don't sleep on linen. And you damn sure don't wear silk drawers or panties. We have two different lifestyles. Two different sets of spirits. And so therefore, thank you for volunteering for me to utilize you as an example, as a lab rat. This goddamn biology. I'm gonna separate your shit. I'm gonna cock your legs open. Not to fuck you. To fuck you up. So let the fucking begin. Now that we're clear. Your crown does not go that high. There's different spheres the higher you go up. Your consciousness is not that high. Don't confuse your higher self with being the Almighty. Because whether you understand this or not, your head can be turned. Your ori can be turned. Your eye can be darkened. We could learn some stuff. Because the people like here in social media, y'all don't know enough, and so they're able to portray themselves in certain status and position that they really don't exist. But when you're a broke ass, somebody else can portray themselves to have got it going on. Until you get some real money, you realize they ain't got shit. But you got to get high enough in these things to really realize where these people at. So now that I'm in it, we're gonna see how far you really have come. And I'm gonna make sure that everybody, I wish you were bold enough to come out to the front. But one thing about it, I have been known for going into people's houses and whooping their ass. I do have that track record. I have been known to go to people's churches. I have always been something rather else. And now that I'm retired, I got time. I got time to visit. I got time to astral project. I have time to transcend timelines. I got so much time. I even got time to fuck. After doing all of that, Mother Susan said, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm in Delray." She said, "In Delray?" "Yes, I'm in Delray." I sent her pictures of my room. And she told me, "I'll call you back." When she called me back, I was fucking. And I didn't answer. I love the mother of the church, but she was not going to interrupt my stride. Okay? I got my baby Scorpio for reading for motherhood. Let me know you listening, sweetie. This live is nothing but for saved people. Those that are pure in heart. Treat them not to come to my house without announcing. Because you'll never know how unrevealed I be. What they show. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. Reveal and show me that which is in dark concerning the motherhood of Keish the Scorpio. Keish the Scorpio. Beautiful. Shy, you ain't never had beautiful. You just hear about it. The way I would mess up a piece of pussy, the way I knock the brake pad off, how I redo the alternator, the timing belt, I put those spark plugs in there. Hear this word which I speak. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning the motherhood of Kish the Scorpio. Ebasa! Kish the Scorpio. Kish the Scorpio. We're asking about motherhood. The dark aspect of motherhood. Leather. Your shadow card comes up, the big picture. The big picture. It says, Aleph Nun Yud. We're asking about motherhood. This name raises my awareness of long-term effect of my actions. You asked about motherhood. I gain the ability to see the spiritual challenges. So your motherhood is about spiritual challenges in every moment before they become a foundation of chaos and crisis. So therefore, if you're not learning through your transformation of motherhood, then it's going to get really chaotic and you're going to find yourself in crisis situation. All you got to really do, because it says perceive it and be aware, consciously aware that you're in a spiritual challenge and meet that challenge. Kind of like what I told you with that other situation. It was a spiritual challenge and you met it. Then your middle card, we're talking about motherhood. It said the power of prosperity. I ain't lied to you yet. Samek Aleph Lamed. It said, I acknowledge the light of the Creator is the ultimate source of all prosperity and well-being. Motherhood is the ultimate, many-breasted one, ultimate source of prosperity. It says, with this name, I summon the forces of prosperity and sustenance and ask for the strength to keep my ego in check while the other checks start rolling in. This is a very prosperous Scorpio card for you, and it's in your present. That means now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And God is a very present help in the time of trouble. This prosperity is there through your motherhood. Presently. Psalm 24, actually. Your outcome card comes up. Prophecy and parallel universes. This is, I'm going to explain like this. When John said, I wish above it that you prosper and be in health even as your soul prosper, while you're maneuvering your natural life, your spiritual life is moving right along with you. It says parallel. That means while one is going on, the other one is going on. There's a mirror reflection of what's going on in the natural. Your spiritual challenge is also reflecting your other parallel. It says, Hey Yud Yud. It said, I am bestowed with the power of prophecy. I told you you're going to be a bad to the bone. Prophecy is being able to prophesy the word or the inspiration of the ego spirit, being an oracle. With my consciousness elevated and my awareness heightened. You got two cards talking about your motherhood, about your awareness. So your motherhood is going to develop your senses, your five senses. It said, I have the power to enter in new universes of transformation and light. And that's your outcome card. All your life is going to be about transformation. The quicker you start understanding transformation and going from one evolution, because that's what I'm doing. When niggas think I'm going to stay in one space, and that's kind of like what I was talking about tonight. This is going to help you with that. You're trying to put me in a box. I'm beyond that. This is why I don't like when people call me a witch. Because I'm beyond that. Do I do magic, manipulate energy, frequency, and vibration? Yeah, but I'm more extraordinary than that. Don't minimize me. Because when you call me a witch, you're going to think you're going to be able to do something with me. Because you think I'm doing witchcraft. When I'm doing melanin. These are some really, really good cards. But Psalm 24 is a need for you. Thank you so much for each and every one of you guys that love me and support me. I'm excited about tomorrow, being with Pedrino and Oba and my other brothers and sisters, receiving the father of Babalu Aye, Asa Ben Inlay. I'm very fortunate, and I'm very proud of where Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ is headed, in the direction that we will be able to help God's people. And to each and every one of you that got your membership in Orisha or Palo or the Haitian Voodoo, this is going to be extraordinary times. And I appreciate President Trump for doing all the bullshit that he's doing, because it's driving melanated people back to their roots, their Ache, their Chi, their Prana, and that we have true prosperity. There's no bullshit that these people are going to do that's going to cause God's word to be ineffective. They can't do nothing with the blessing of the Lord. Do it, make it rich, and add no sorrow. I'm going to prosper one way or the other, because they are not my source. The divine is. And I urge you to get that same type of mindset. You understand? Thank you, Bo. I'm really excited. A lot of things I'm realizing that everybody don't get these opportunities. And I'm very fortunate where my egoons and my things are lining up for me to receive such status and position when it comes to the that Orisha faith. Also in Palo, I thank God for the Impungos or any spirit, voodoo and my Loas. And I hear people making certain I'm gonna say this, it's not a threat. Play with other people. When I say I'm gonna dog walk your ass, I'm gonna dog walk you right into traffic. Busy traffic, of course. I'm gonna dog walk your ass right off the cliff. It is not gonna be pretty. And I have no intention of it being pretty. Once I make up my mind to dog walk your ass, I'm gonna find a location where I'm gonna suplex your ass. And I'm gonna crack you, your spinal cord, and your crown. And I'm gonna say, I can't hear you, bitch. Understand this. Pressure bust pipes. You can't be pressure with me. But I'm gonna show you I can be pressure with you. God bless.